In this video, you'll witness some of the most unbelievable aviation incidents ever captured, from loss of control and engine fires to emergency landings and near disasters. Every moment highlights how quickly a routine flight can turn into a life-changing situation. We begin with an aircraft that suddenly lost control during an air show, turning what was meant to be an impressive performance into a dangerous accident. Within moments, the situation escalated, leaving spectators in shock. During a military air parade, two aircraft collided after a communication error between the pilots. What should have been a perfectly coordinated display ended in a dramatic mid-air crash that stunned everyone watching. A pilot flying at very low altitude over Los Angeles lost control of the aircraft and struck power lines, proving just how unforgiving low-level flying can be even for experienced aviators. Another pilot attempted a barrel roll over water, but entered the maneuver at an angle that was too steep. Without enough altitude to recover, the aircraft descended rapidly, with little chance of correcting the mistake. Shortly after departing from Mumbai, an aircraft suffered a bird strike during its initial climb, forcing the crew to return immediately. Safety procedures were followed, and the flight ended without further complications. Poor maintenance caused another aircraft to become uncontrollable, sending it into a violent spin. The pilot fought to regain control, but the aircraft continued rotating through the sky in a terrifying sequence. A bird strike during takeoff ignited one of the engines, creating a serious emergency at one of the most critical phases of flight. The crew reacted quickly as flames became visible from the aircraft. At an air show, a pilot attempted a looping maneuver, but failed to calculate the required altitude. The aircraft descended too low, turning an exciting demonstration into a dangerous and costly mistake. This is what the nose gear looks like after a poorly executed landing. Hard touchdown placed enormous stress on the aircraft, causing significant damage to the landing gear and front structure. An aircraft in Alaska overran the runway and came dangerously close to entering the water, showing how weather, runway conditions, and landing speed can combine to create a serious incident. Another aircraft unexpectedly lost control and entered a graveyard spiral, one of the most dangerous flight conditions a pilot can experience, requiring immediate and precise recovery techniques. One landing became famous for all the wrong reasons after the pilots struggled to keep the aircraft stable. Meanwhile, another incident showed two aircraft passing far closer to each other than safety margins allowed. Improper weight and balance caused an aircraft to roll sharply immediately after takeoff, demonstrating why correct loading procedures are essential before every single flight. A slippery runway created hazardous landing conditions, while another aircraft demonstrated that excessive speed is not always an advantage, especially during landing when precision matters most. While being guided into its parking position, an aircraft was misaligned, and its wing struck a nearby pole, reminding everyone that accidents can happen even after the flight has safely ended. Watch what happens when fighter pilots eject from an aircraft traveling at incredible speed. It is one of the most demanding emergency procedures in military aviation, requiring perfect timing. During another emergency rescue operation, the response itself created unexpected problems, making an already difficult situation even more complicated for everyone involved. One pilot chose to perform an emergency landing into a forest, allowing the trees to absorb much of the impact. The decision ultimately helped reduce the force of the crash and improve survival chances. While watching firefighting aircraft, a spectator experienced a frightening close call as one airplane passed only a short distance away, highlighting the risks of standing too close to active flight operations. A truck transporting an aircraft fuselage discovered that not every bridge provides enough clearance, resulting in an expensive collision that could have been avoided with better route planning. As an aircraft was being towed toward the runway, one of its engines suddenly caught fire, forcing ground crews to respond immediately and bringing departure preparations to a sudden stop. Moments after landing, another aircraft tipped onto one wing, which broke away before the aircraft erupted into flames. Fortunately, everyone on board evacuated safely without serious injuries. Air traffic control captured the shocking moment. An aircraft crashed near the airport, creating one of the most dramatic recordings ever heard from a control tower. It may sound unusual, but every aircraft should always be checked carefully before departure, including making sure no unexpected animals remain on board before takeoff. Engine failure at the worst possible moment forced another pilot into an emergency landing, yet thanks to skill and quick decision, making the pilot escape without injury. After losing all engine power, another pilot selected a nearby field for an emergency landing. Although the touchdown appeared severe, the pilot walked away safely from the accident. One vehicle mistakenly entered an active runway area, while another incredible moment showed an animal narrowly avoiding an aircraft by only a fraction of a second. During a student air show, 2 pilots narrowly avoided disaster, while another performance demonstrated exactly why spectators should always keep a safe distance from aerobatic displays. Uneven air currents can completely change the behavior of an aircraft in seconds. One small mistake combined with unpredictable conditions can quickly produce a dangerous outcome. A bird shattered an aircraft window during flight while another student pilot made a mistake that clearly demonstrated why proper training and experience are so important. As a private jet approached for landing, it struck several birds, creating another serious emergency. Shortly afterward, another pilot transformed a busy highway into an improvised runway because of engine trouble. Finally, one pilot successfully completed an exceptionally smooth gear-up landing after the landing gear failed to deploy, proving that experience, preparation, and calm decision-making can prevent a bad situation from becoming a tragedy. If you enjoyed this collection of incredible aviation moments, be sure to subscribe and check out more videos for even more amazing stories from the world of flight.